Hey everyone, I want to make a quick video about an Audi Q7 lift gate not closing properly. I had done some research online. I'd watched all the other videos regarding the lift gate and the issues that others have posted about, but I think I haven't seen another video that had my problem. So this could save someone hopefully a lot of time if they have the same issue as me. Now, I went out and bought a brand new striker plate because I thought originally this was the problem here, and please excuse the camera shakiness and everything. I just want to get this info out there. I bought a new striker plate on eBay for like 70 bucks. I also bought the Audi one, and the Audi dealership here sells them for $600 a pop after tax. So I didn't install the Audi part because here if you install it, they say they won't take returns no matter what if it's been installed. So I didn't install it. I installed the eBay one first, and I was still having hatch closure issues. It wouldn't stay closed, so I would strap it down to the back of these loops. I strapped it down through here for a few days while those parts came in. So after that not working, because I assumed that was going to be the fix, I bought a new hatch lock, which ends up being the wrong part, and I'll show you guys later why, and something to be careful for if this is something you need to replace. But when I found out the striker plate didn't work, I bought the new part. This is the original one, and you'll see the difference between what I bought off of Part Geeks and the Audi one that came off the vehicle. This latch you cannot switch over to the new one. And the second issue is the guide rod on the back of these is in a different position, and you can't move it because it's like an Omni frame. You can't adjust this guide rod down into the position of this one. See how this one's lower? When it's installed, it's lower anyway. At this angle, it's higher, but I can't move this. So you can just break this off and install it anyway, not a big issue. But the manual release lever, I can't move over. So the little hatch on the back of the tailgate that you can access to manually open the vehicle from the inside, I think you could still get your finger in there and finagle it and open this if you had to, but not as easy as with the original. So if you are looking to replace this part, make sure that guide rod's in the right place. So what ended up being my issue, when I took this off, if you guys can see, when you actuate this release, manual release, there's a little white rod in there that comes over that it pushes to the side. This guy was stuck open in that position the entire time, and I think just because here in Colorado is just so cold, and the other culprit is the grease that they have installed in this actuator. If you take this apart, it's easy to do. It's just the 3 screws and it comes right off. I think the old grease over time just acts like a glue, and that's what happened that cold night. And with me, manually opening, closing the door and going into the, what is it, the VDS, and doing it through the subsystem, never jarred this thing back open in that position, so it was stuck open. So when I took it off, I noticed that. I flicked this guy over and it clicked open. So I just reinstalled this part and it works great now, no problems at all. I'm debating whether or not to return this guy or just keep him. But I went in there, I cleaned it out, got all the grease out of here, and I threw in some silicone spray. And so I'll hit some spray once in a while, I think, going forward into the side. This, please excuse the noise. This stuff, just water resistant spray, I'll just hit once in a while. And I took out all the grease from in there. If you look at the new part, they still coat the new ones with grease. So if you're in a colder climate, you may want to just get some of that out of there. If you do end up swapping the part, I would, and then just hit it with some silicone spray. But I think I'm going to end up returning all, between the striker plate at Audi, that was $600. This guy was $130, though, the new one. And then the eBay striker plate that's currently installed that works great, I'm going to keep because that was 70 bucks. And I'm like, well, why not? Because for those of you that haven't noticed, with the older models, they do have multiple revisions of the striker plate. I'm going to put you down for a second. The old striker plate has this manual spring that will eventually fail, that installs here on the side between here between here and the plate underneath here, and it keeps this part resetting up. And so with the newer parts, the new striker plates, I think it's like the Golf variation. This one is the Echo. So they had a Fox variation, and I think this one's the Golf. They removed that completely, so that's not even a factor anymore. So I'm gonna keep the part I found on eBay, the newer variation, so that this fail factor isn't even a thing, because now you don't have any spring in there. That's one less point of failure. So hopefully this helps someone out. Sorry I went a little long and it's a little janky, but hopefully that information saves someone some time, because I was running around with these tow straps down for over a week, and I didn't even use the vehicle for a week because these tail lights don't work if it doesn't think the hatch is closed. You can still legally drive it because these lights are on for braking and turning, for the turn signals, and they're still in reg. But I just didn't want to really have to do that, and due to circumstances I had to just tow strap the tailgate down so I could get to work this week, since my wife had to go up to Denver for some things. But hopefully that helps someone out. Please put in your comments if your Audi dealership doesn't take returns if you've installed the part. I'd like to know if that's a Audi-wide thing or if that's just my place, because I think it's ridiculous that if I did install that striker plate from Audi from the dealership that they wouldn't take it. Yeah, hopefully you all have a good one, and hopefully this helps someone out. Please let me know if it does. Have a good one. Bye.